You may be questioning whether it is possible to keep your relationship going or if it's time to give up. However, giving up should never be seen as a solution or an appropriate approach. Instead, you can place your trust in God to repair your relationship. There is no relationship so broken that He cannot repair it. Even in the face of despair, there is hope for your relationship. It may feel like everything is falling apart and you desire to walk away, but God has a plan for that broken relationship. Despite the difficulties, God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating restoration. If you find yourself confused, exhausted, and unsure of how to proceed in your relationship, it may be an indication that you should not give up just yet. God has plans for you and your relationship. He has a purpose for the restoration of that broken bond, and it is designed for your good. Even amidst the chaos, the ups and downs, and the heartbreaks, God is telling you to hold on to your peace and trust that He is working on restoring your relationship. There is no need to worry because He's already at work. He has every intention of restoring what is broken in your relationship. When you come to understand this truth, you will realize it is in your best interest to guard your heart and maintain your peace. You may feel that the love you once shared with your partner has vanished, and your passion and commitment to the relationship have faded. The consistent recurrence of negative experiences with your partner has left you feeling unhappy and unfulfilled. Love, which once brought you joy and happiness, has become a source of pain and disappointment. Your happiness has faded, but despite all this, your life and mind remain intact. This is a clear sign that God is telling you He is about to rebuild your relationship. One of the beautiful attributes of God is His ability to bring peace into even the most tumultuous situations. When it comes to your broken relationship, God offers a promise of peace that surpasses all understanding. His peace has the power to mend hearts, reconcile differences, and restore harmony. Amid conflict and strife, it is easy to feel overwhelmed and hopeless. But God invites you to cast your burdens upon Him and find solace in His presence. He longs to calm the storms that rage within your relationship and replace them with a peace that surpasses all human understanding. To experience God's peace and restoration, it is essential to seek Him wholeheartedly. Surrender your relationship to His care and acknowledge that His ways are higher than yours. Allow Him to take control and guide you through the process of restoration. Trust that He has a perfect plan for your relationship, and His peace will prevail in due time. It is important to recognize that relationships sealed by God often attracts attacks from the enemy. These attacks can come in various forms, including conflicts arising from human shortcomings. However, it is crucial not to direct your fight towards your spouse. Instead, develop an understanding that these challenges are the work of the devil, aimed at undermining your joy and happiness in the relationship God has blessed you with. By acknowledging this truth, you can grow in the awareness that God is capable and willing to intervene in your relationship. With this understanding, you can find joy and have your happiness restored, as it is God's responsibility to thwart the works of the enemy in your life. With this perspective, worrying and trying to fix things on your own become unnecessary. If you have prayed for God's intervention in your broken relationship, trust that He will fix and restore it, because He hears and answers prayers. Restoring a broken relationship requires your active participation. One crucial role you must play is placing your faith in God. Trusting that no matter what went wrong in your relationship, God can and will fix it ignites a stronger faith within you. When your faith is strong, God can work to restore everything in your relationship. He will do it for you, and the thought of God working on your relationship brings you joy because the solution is not far away. God is the ultimate solution to your situation, and His power extends over everything that concerns you. As the word of the Lord says, He will perfect all that concerns you. When God is working on restoring your broken relationship, He will provide you with instructions on what to do, when to do it, and how to go about it. One of the essential instructions He may give you is to humble yourself. Humility is a powerful catalyst for healing and restoration. It involves acknowledging your mistakes, taking responsibility for your actions, and genuinely apologizing when you are at fault. The willingness to humble yourself and seek forgiveness opens the door for reconciliation and the rebuilding of trust. Seeking forgiveness is another critical component in the restoration process. When you ask for forgiveness, you acknowledge your shortcomings and ask the other person to release you from the burden of guilt. In the same way, when you extend forgiveness, you choose to let go of past hurts and commit to not bringing up those offenses again. Forgiveness creates a space for genuine healing and the renewal of the relationship. Also, God's peace and restoration, humility is the willingness to let go of pride. Broken relationships are fueled by ego, stubbornness, and a desire to be right. But God's peace calls for a different approach. It calls for humility, forgiveness, and a willingness to reconcile. As you submit to God's leading, He will soften hearts, break down barriers, and pave the way for reconciliation. Additionally, invite God into the center of your relationship. Make Him the foundation upon which your love is built. Seek His guidance, wisdom, and strength as you navigate challenges and make decisions. Cultivate a relationship with God individually and as a couple, allowing His presence to bring unity and peace. Prayer is a powerful tool to invite God's intervention to bring peace and restoration into your relationship. Spend dedicated time in prayer, both individually and together, seeking God's intervention and His peace to permeate every aspect of your relationship. Pray for His wisdom, discernment, and guidance in resolving conflicts, healing wounds, and rebuilding trust. Trust that He hears your prayers and is actively working to bring peace and restoration. Remember that true peace in your relationship comes from aligning your hearts and actions with God's principles. Seek to love one another selflessly, communicate with kindness and understanding, and prioritize the well-being of the other person. Allow God's love to flow through you and guide your words and actions. Embrace forgiveness, grace, and humility as you strive to create an atmosphere of peace. God is the ultimate source of peace, and He desires to bring His peace into your relationship. Trust in His ability to calm the storms, heal wounds, and restore harmony. Seek Him earnestly, surrendering your relationship to His care. Embrace humility, forgiveness, and the willingness to reconcile. Invite God into the center of your relationship, making Him the foundation of your love. Through prayer, align your hearts with God's principles and allow His peace to permeate every aspect of your relationship. With God's peace, your relationship can be transformed, and you can experience the joy and restoration He has in store for you.